Okay, Gray Wolf here again. I'd like to tell you a Native American story here, told to me by elders, and sometimes when storytellers are telling stories, they're making them up or telling them in order to make a point when they're telling usually younger children the story. And this one is about intention. There was a very, very famous Native American that still is known today, and his name was Kalunchka-Wichka. Kalunchka-Wichka, he whose horse is crazy. And it wasn't that he was crazy horse, it's that his horse was crazy. And there's a story about him that he was very, very young. They used to call him Key, which meant essentially that it meant sandy. He had sandy colored hair and he had hazel eyes. And some people said you're not really native because you don't have dark hair. But a lot of native people do have sandy hair and different colored eyes too. But the story is that when he was a young lad, they used to make fun of him. And as he was growing older, the elders took him out into the meadow in training, and they said, here's what we want you to do. We want you to take your bow and your arrow in this meadow. And as the grasshoppers jump up, we want you to shoot the grasshopper. And he looked at that and said, that will be hard to do, but I'll try my best. And he spent the rest of the day, all through the hot afternoon, trying to shoot grasshoppers. Couldn't hit a one. So finally he went back to the village in the evening and said to the elders, I am sorry I was not able to hit any. And they said, no problem, for dinner you have something special for you called turnips. And he says, I want meat. He says, well, until you hit the grasshopper, you only get to eat turnips. So the next day he went out early in the morning and he tried, and then he sat down the rest of the day and looked around and said, this is impossible to do, so I might as well go back and have dinner. And when he went back for dinner, once again, turnips. This went on for several days until finally he had his resolve and he says, I've got to hit these grasshoppers. And finally he practiced and practiced and practiced until he was able to hit the grasshopper. And then he was able to hit them again and again and again and again. And what happened was, as he was hitting the grasshoppers, they called out the whole village to come and see. They were so proud of him for what he had done. And he stood there in the middle of the meadow, and they kicked up a lot of the grasshoppers. And what happened was he was able to hit one, hit one, hit one, hit one. Then they came back to the village and they had a big celebration, enjoying eating the meat that they all love to eat. So the legend of this story is, whether it's true or not true, told by the elders, is that if you put your intention into something and something into resolve, no matter how impossible that you think it can be, of course you can't fly, but no matter how impossible you think it can be, like possibly hitting the grasshopper with an arrow from your bow. So when people are driving down the street and they say, I get anxious and nervous and excited all the time and stressed, what's happening is they haven't put their intention into it. They haven't started the beginning of the day saying, I intend not to be nervous about driving in this crazy traffic that we have here. Everything is intention. If you put your intention into something, you certainly can do it. By the way, they're building a great monument, not a statue, a monument to Crazy Horse. And these days is taught in schools what a great warrior he was. Ha Lakancha Wichka, he whose horse is crazy. Pialawa. Thank you very much. Enjoy the day.